Welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you are watching this channel for the first time, do well to subscribe, turn your notification bell, like, comment and share. Today we are looking at WAEC Physics Practical for the year 2025, and we are looking at the section of optics. This diagram shows the diagram of the question that we want to treat in this question, and this table is the table of value that we are going to get from the question that we want to treat for this section of optics. Let's go into the question and let's start the practical fully. For this experiment, I want to introduce some apparatus that we need for this experiment. This is my thumbnail. I need it to hold my A4. This is my A4 paper, and this thumbnail to hold my A4 paper on my drawing board. This is my drawing board. This is my plane mirror that I need for this experiment. This is my rectangular block prism, and this is my 4 optical pin. I need my 4 optical pin. This is my protractor to measure my angle. This is my ruler. This is my pencil, my pen. But I'll be about to use pen so that I'll be able to see my tracing for this experiment. Let's start by looking at the question and following the diagram that we have on this board to do this question. From my question, it said you are provided with a glass block, plane mirror, and optical pin. Place the glass block on a drawing sheet and trace its outline ABC as diagram shown. So I'm going to first pin my A4 paper on my drawing board. This is what I'm doing right now. So the next thing is I want to get my outline. I'm going to use pen so that we can be able to see it very well. Yeah, this is my outline. This, according to the diagram, is A, B, C, D. Let's go to the next question. Remove the block, measure and record the width W of the block. So I'm going to measure the width of my block, which is this side. I measure the width. This is 5.5. 5.5. My width W is 5.5 centimeter. 5.5 centimeter. So we have measured the width of our rectangular block. Let's move to the next instruction. It said we should draw a normal ON to DC at a point about 1/4 the length of DC. So we are measuring our DC. Yes, measure our DC here. We have 10.2. 10.2. That is 10.2 divided by 4. Because they said 1/4, about 1/4. This is 2.55, and it's about, so we can still use 2.5 because it's about 1/4 that they said. So that is 2.5. So I've marked my 2.5. You have to make sure that you are getting the accurate reading when you are marking, so it will not affect your result. So I want to draw my normal ON at DC. Yes, let me now draw my normal. To draw my normal, I will need my protractor. make sure that the line on this protractor, this straight line, lies on the straight line of your rectangular prism, and the point is on where I noted. So this is how I want to get my normal. I'll make sure that I point at this 90 degree. This is my 90, so I make sure that my point is around that 90 degree, so I can get my normal. So I'll join with my ruler now. Join with my ruler. So this is my normal. We have number ON. So this place is O and this place is N. This is my 90 degree. So let me go to the next question. It said I should draw a line making an angle high with the incident ray. 10 degree the normal. I will get my protractor. Let me put it here. I want to measure 10 degree with the normal. So this is my normal. I will count it from this place 90 to this place 80. That is the difference between them is 10 degree. So I'll mark here. This is my 10 with the normal. This is my 10. So I want to draw my line. So we have measured our height, and our height is 10 degree. Our height is 10 degree. Alright, let's move to the next. We have to replace the block on its outline and mount the plane mirror vertically behind such that it makes a good contact with the face AB. This is our face AB. Let's mount our rectangular prism, and we are asked to place behind AB our mirror. Very tight with AB. So the next thing, let's go to our next instruction. This next instruction says that stick two pins, P1 and P2, on the line MO. This is our line MO. We have our M here. We have to station our optical pin, two optical pin. Let's station our two optical pin. Line MO. Line MO. These are two optical pin. Line MO. The next instruction, we are going to look through this rectangular block, and we are going to locate another pin in such a way that it makes a straight line with our P1 and P2. So we are not looking through the mirror, we are looking through the what? The rectangular block. This mirror is just to serve as what? Reflection for our optical pin. So let's look through the block and station our pin, our two other pin, which I want to do right now. Trying to adjust my pin. Try to adjust my pin. Okay, let me look at the second one. So I've done that. Let's remove our block and begin to trace. This is my P3. P4, P1, P2. Alright, I will join. Let me join I'm going to CD. Trying to join. So I've joined. The next question, the perpendicular line. That is another normal. So I'll use my protractor. Let me draw that. I'll make sure that the line of this protractor meets with the straight line here. So I'm having here. So I want to get my normal. I'll come and spot the 90 here. This is my 90. I want to join a perpendicular line. So I'll join it. Let me join it. So this is my O prime, this is my N prime. So I've joined that, I've gotten my perpendicular line. The next thing is to get my D. My D is distance. Let's look at this diagram. My D is distance between this place and this place, which I'm going to measure. Let me measure that. So from my D is I have here 1.3. So I'm going to record my D. My D is 1.3. My D is 1.3 centimeter. So I should measure and record D. The next thing is to measure E. I want to measure E. And this place is from our diagram. This angle is my E. This angle is my E. This is my angle of incidence. This is my angle of what? Emergence. E, which I want to measure now. Let me measure my E. Let me measure my E through my protractor. I want to measure my E. To do that, I have to make sure that I extend this line. This is my normal. Let me extend it down. Let me extend it down. It will help me to be able to measure my E very well. Let me extend it down. Okay. Let me measure my E now, so we can see it. So let's measure my E together. You see my E? We are looking at it together is between 80 and 90. And that is what? That is 10. This is my 5. This is my 10. So the gap there is what? Is 10 degree. And you know that our height here also, our height is also what? 10 degree. Our height is also what? 10 degree. So this is the techniques that I want to show you in this experiment. Your height must be equal to your E. Yeah, so that's why if my height is 10, you see that when I measure my E is also what? 10. Yeah, your angle of incidence is always equal to our what? Our angle of what? Emergence. Yeah, that is from what? From our law. Angle of incidence is always equal to what? Angle of emergence. So if our height is 10, our E must also be 10. That's the standard that our experiment here is correct, because we got our E to what? To be 10. Alright, so when you are also doing your experiment, know that when your height must determine your what? Your E. Alright, so when you are doing your experiment, even though you have made mistake, you know that you have made a mistake. By what? If you measure your height and it's not equal to your, or if you measure your E and it's not equal to your what? To your height, you know that you have what? You have made what? A mistake. So that will help us doing this experiment, knowing that anytime we measure our heat, it must correspond with what? With our height. That is the trick in this what? In this experiment. So the next thing for us now is that we want to determine our Q. And to determine our Q, we have to divide our D. That is the next instruction. Q. So that is the middle point here. So our D, he said our D is what? 1.3. So we are going to divide 1.3 divided by 2. 1.3 divided by 2, that is 0.65. 0.65. So we are going to measure here 0.65. And let me use our pen. Here is our pen. This is so what are you going to do? You're going to get a perpendicular line. The point is at 90. Make sure that your line on the protractor is lying on the straight line of the what? Of the rectangular point, of the rectangular block. And you get your 90 here. So let's draw the line now to get our Q. Draw the line. I want to trace again. I want to be sure. Okay. So the next thing is, now we traced, we join, let's join together. And let's join this side also together. Alright, so we have joined together. So this is our Q. Then let us forget, we have to, trace this line to show that a mirror is there. So this angle is our theta, which we are also going to measure. Now let's measure our theta using our protractor. Make sure the straight line here lies with the straight line on the rectangular block. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have my theta is 13 degrees. Now, so let's write my value on the board. My theta is 13.0. So let me write it very well. 13.0. My E is 10.0. My D is 1.3. My sine E, then press my calculator. Sine 10. I got 0.1736. Cos 13 divided by 2, I got 0.993. So this is the value for our first experiment. Let's go to what our height is, 20 degrees. I want to start reading for 20 degrees. Let's first trace let's get our tracing out. So we have our A, B, C, our width. Let's measure it. .5. Alright. This 10.2 divided by 4, we get 2.55. So we just demonstrate our 2.5 because it's about 1/4, they said. 2.5. I want to get my number. Don't forget, use your protractor. Let your straight line be with the straight line. Gotten my number. Here's my N. Then I want to go for 20. I'll measure 20 degrees with the number. So that is 20. So here I have my 10. Here I have my 20. Alright, I'll join it. It's my 90 degree. So this is my I is equal to 20 degree. So the next thing for me to do is to return my block, put my mirror, station my 2 optical pin. Station my 2 optical pin. And I'm going to look through the block, and where these 2 pins are forming straight line, I'm going to locate the other 2 pins. So I want to do that right now. So let me locate my second pin. So let me mark the point. This is my P1, my P2, this is my P4, so I'll draw the line to meet my CD. I've drawn the line to meet my CD. The next thing for me is to get my number to this my straight line. I'll use my protractor. Make sure the line on the protractor, the straight line is joined with the straight line on the rectangular block to get your number. So this is my number 90. So let me join it together. So this is my N prime, this is my O prime, this is my O, this is my M. Alright, I want to measure my height is equal to 20 degree. My E, now I told you that it's also because 20 degrees. So let's measure it to see if we have done if our drawing is correct, so this is it. So from this place to 80 is 10. From this place to this place is another 10. That's what? 20. That is what? That is 20. So our E here is also what? 20 degrees. So it means that what you have done here is correct. So the next thing is to measure our D. To measure our D, our D is 2.8. Our D is 2.8 centimeter. And to get our Q, we are going to divide it. That will be 2.8 divided by 2. That is 1.4. So I'm going to get 1.4 here. 1.4. This is my 1.4. So I must get my 90 degree. To get my 90 degree, yes, I can do like this. Get my 90 degree. To get my straight line, this 90, then I'll draw it up so I can get my straight line. So let's join our lines together. Join our lines together. So this is my Q, and this angle is my angle theta. It's my angle theta. So let's get our angle theta. So let's take our reading for theta. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So my theta is 28 degrees. So let's write our value on the board. Our theta 28.0, our E 20.0, our D 2.8 is 20.0. Then our sine 20 is from a calculator is 0.3420. I have cos 28 divided by 2. I have 0.9702. No, to be consistent, 0.970. So these are my value for 20. Do not forget that you need to write your name on your A4 paper because you are going to submit it, and also ensure that your reading is very neat. Look at my reading, except for this place that I make mistake. My readings are very neat. Okay, I forget. You have to make sure that you show that there is a mirror placed here. So don't forget this part of it's part of what you need to make seen on your drawing. So I've done for 10 and I've done for 20. So the same procedure we are going to repeat for the rest. I think we have 30, 40, 50, depending on the number of incidents angle they ask you to do. Just repeat the same method that we do here and follow the rest of the instruction they are giving to you. From there you can calculate slope and any other parameter. This is where we stop for this optics practical. I believe that you have gained a lot from this practical. We look forward also to treat some other part of the practical, like the mechanics aspect of this year question for the electricity. So watch out for that part of mechanics and that part of what electricity. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel. Do not forget to turn on your notification bell so that when you see other aspects of the mechanics and electricity that we have done, you should be able to notify you. Also, do not forget to subscribe. It's very important. Like, if you have gained from this video, make sure you like and you comment to recommend the video for other persons.